channel. Hopefully this video isn't as boring as the music playing in the background, but I'm Sarah.
And I'm Maddie. Today we're going to be talking about what it was like to live in a decade that lacked money and food.
The 30s! As many people know, the 30s were a little different than the decade we live in today. A couple examples that have changed would be prices, jobs, and the American dream. Ah yes, the American dream. Many of you may be asking what it is. Well, Maddie's here to tell you about it.
Did I hear the American dream? Most people describe the American dream as the goal to become educated, make money, and have a family. This is very different in the 1930s, though. Most people were just trying to get food on their plate for dinner.
Although many things affected the American dream, one big thing was the low prices.
A dozen eggs cost about 18 cents, whereas today they cost about $2.
A quart of milk cost 10 cents, whereas today it costs 89 cents.
One loaf of bread would have cost about 5 cents, whereas today it costs about $2.25.
A can of Coke would have cost 5 cents. Nowadays, it costs almost $1.
Out and about, cars cost an average of $670, whereas today they cost around $30,000.
Fashion was a lot different too. There were various styles and trends that the 1930s went through.
Collar dresses were very popular in the 30s. Also, long dresses that covered almost everything.
Clothing usually had various types of patterns, and sleeves usually came down to the elbow.
As seen in this style, women mostly wore dresses that covered their whole bodies. Alrighty. The 30s also went through a phase where dresses were tight to enhance the women's figure. Since no men were used in the making of this video, we're just going to talk about their fashion.
Most men wore button-down shirts with shoulder pads.
Also, they wore trench coats and slacks with a cap.
In the 1930s, there were many popular books and movies that came out. Some movies were Gone with the Wind, The Wizard of Oz, and the original Snow White.
A popular book that came out was Of Mice and Men. In the book, there was a character named Crooks. He represented the African Americans during this time. They were known as the second class.
Here's a short clip of a movie trailer from the 1930s.
Once again, for your entire family, the lyrical, light-hearted entertainment of Walt Disney's Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
Oh, I didn't even see you there. I was too busy cooking, like most of the women in the 1930s. They were known as housewives. The American dream for women was to gain rights and be as equal as men. Well, we hope this video was very helpful about learning about the 30s. Till next time, people, I'm Sarah.
And I'm Maddie.
That was good. That was really good. No, wake up.
Is that still going? In the
Please go. This took part in the racial discrimination against blacks in the 1930s. Does that even make any sense? Or?
Some of which were Ew, I got the tilt perfectly!
Oh my god, I'm doing that! Can you see me? Do I look disguised?
No.
A character in it named as Crooks. Crooks represented what all... where are you going?
In the 1930s... Choking on my gum. Okay.
Dream to them was just to find a husband that could support them.
No!